Okay, if you have been watching and feasting your eyes and like me drooling over all the diamonds and you've decided I might try one thing, I might get one item. If you can get one thing, this is it. This is the one. This might be the greatest value, first of all. It's a half carat. A half carat. Not for $2.99, not for $3.99, for $119. Now, people have been buying this like crazy. Already 333 people pre-ordered it. So I expect every one of these to go. I don't know that we'll ever see this back at this price. It's brand new. Somebody was, when I looked over this show, I was looking at all the products and I was like, where's the showstopper? And I saw this ring. I said, that can't be the showstopper. We can't be selling that ring for $119. Are you kidding me? It's a double band. It's a double band of the most beautiful diamonds. These blue diamonds are as beautiful as I've ever seen. I just have to say, if you get the blue is absolutely gorgeous. So blue is one choice. Check out the beautiful red. Double row red diamond ring. Seriously, look at champagne. The champagne is stunning, stunning. You could wear this as a wedding band, anniversary band, stacker with other bands, anything you want. It's like buying 2 diamond bands. It's a half carat of diamonds, genuine diamonds, the real thing. If this were cubic zirconia, this would be great at $119. But these are the real, genuine, beautiful, gorgeous diamonds. And by the way, I forgot to show you the black, but we also do have black as a choice. So whichever color you want. I'll find out from Rocky in a minute what's gonna go first here. Almost 350 of these have already been spoken for. Use express ordering. That is the quickest way to get in. This is a beautiful ring. If you are looking to treat yourself to a birthday present, ooh, already down to 100 now in the red. If you want the black, again, under 200 and counting there. So whichever color you're thinking about, ladies, this is the day to be buying a diamond band ring. Whether this is, and for all the husbands, if you're watching with your wife, have you ever bought her besides the wedding ring and that doesn't count? Not counting that, you had to buy her that. But if you have not bought her a diamond ring in a while, when's the last time you bought her a diamond ring? If you haven't bought her a diamond ring in a while, and if she's watching and she loves this band, get her the ring. It's perfect. It's beautiful. She can wear it every single day. She could wear it stacked with her wedding set if she wants to change it up a little bit. She can wear it on any other finger. And the fact that it's a double band, it's 2 rows of diamonds, and it's a half carat, so you can really see the diamond presence here. I mean, there's a lot of look here. That is the key to this ring. And with Rocky's gonna show you over 400 gone. I expect every single one of these to sell out completely. So if you want yours, do it. So for all the husbands out there, really, if you have not bought her a diamond ring lately, and I understand diamond rings are expensive. You go buy her a half carat diamond ring, you know, you're ready to drop some money here. You're ready to spend $1,000+. But when you come to HSN, you don't have to do that. And that's the beauty of shopping here. I'm gonna hold still. How close can we come to this? I have to say, I think this is one of the most beautiful blue diamond, just in terms of the color and the sparkle and the size of those diamonds. It's one of the most beautiful I've ever seen. Seriously. The blue diamonds in this particular choice are absolutely spectacular. Spectacular. The thing that makes this ring so spectacular is that the size of the diamonds are larger. You know, it's a half carat. So you're getting more look, more diamond presence. I wanna hold on for just a second. I want you guys to see the black, because I didn't hold that up earlier and show you. Look at the black. Double row of black diamonds, fewer than 100 of those, by the way. And if you can't decide, the champagne, wedding band, anniversary band, why not? You could easily stack a solitaire next to this, but the fact that it's the double row band, look at that, it's the prettiest thing. And with 600 gone, I'm gonna find out what's left here in these choices. You pick your favorite one. You know my favorite one. I had to go with the blue. I think they're all beautiful. If you want the blue might actually sell out first. It's gaining on the other colors. If you want blue, look at that. It's 2 beautiful, beautiful rows. And again, you guys, we don't sell a half carat. If this was 15 points of diamonds, I'd be happy at $119. We don't sell quarter carats this low. normally. We really don't. I mean, this is really special. This is really great. So if you would like yours, we have it waiting here for you. As you call in to order it, stay on the line. Would love to say hi to you. If you happen to have a birthday this month or an anniversary this month, here is your chance to get yourself your birthday ring. Oh, that's pretty, Val. I love a couple of them. Look how great that looks. But even on the pointer finger, how beautiful a ring like this looks. Pointer finger, middle finger, pinky ring. I mean, this is just a pretty, pretty ring. And it looks great. It feels good on the hand. It makes a beautiful statement. And the fact that you are wearing diamonds, you know, it's really funny because there's so many beautiful diamond simulants out there. There's crystals, there's cubic zirconia, there's things that look like diamonds. And you know what? We all like sparkle. So we all like something pretty and sparkly. But there is something that is intangible about having real diamonds on your finger, about wearing the real thing, that it's not pretend, it's not make-believe, it's not, ooh, this looks, let's convince ourselves that this is a diamond. There's no convincing, there's no pretending. This is it, this is the thing. This is the actual hardest natural substance in the world, known to mankind. This is the most romantic, exciting gemstone in the world. Right there, you are looking at it. And we have a very special offer and value on this just for today, just for you. There's something really, really beautiful about that double row. I love the double row of diamonds. The way the presentation is just stunning. So that's the blue. If you want the blue, good luck. Last we checked, there's 200 or so left in the blue. Good luck. The blue is going to go first. Here comes the champagne, under 200 now in the champagne. Champagne is absolutely gorgeous. And champagne, if you do pair this, if you have your own diamond solitaire, your wedding ring, this would be really pretty stacked with a wedding ring. Like an engagement ring, a solitaire of some sort, try it. It's going to look really sharp, stacked. I don't really have a solitaire. I'm gonna see if I have anything that would work to try to show you what I mean, but it'd be really pretty if you like to stack. But frankly, because it's a double row, you don't need to stack this with anything. This is quite spectacular as a standalone. Let me show you the black. The black is chic and gorgeous. Look at that. The black, again, next to a white diamond, how beautiful that will be. So whether you decide to wear this as a standalone, stack it with other bands, I mean, even a couple of these stacked together. Let's put the champagne, so it's kind of like a tuxedo. The black and the champagne together, and how beautiful that looks. Or, you know, and again, you probably already maybe have things you might want to stack this with, but I do some days just want it like that, right? You don't need to gild this lily. It's just so pretty in its own right, all by itself. And there's that beautiful blue. If you're having a hard time deciding, blue diamonds, that again is less than 1/10 of 1% of all the diamonds mined in the world are fancy colored diamonds. These colors, the colors that you're experiencing here, in order to get these colors, each of these diamonds has to have trace color in the stone. You can't just take a white diamond and make it red or make it blue. So it's very unusual. These are very unusual to have that trace element that can bring out this spectacular color. The champagne is that natural, beautiful color. The blue is this stunning, gorgeous, stable blue. And again, I do have to say, it is one of the most beautiful colors of blue diamond I have seen. It is absolutely sensational. And then same with the black. The black is just jet black, but full of life and sparkle. Black stones normally do not sparkle quite like that. The black diamond is really spectacular. And the red is also, and the red diamond is a beautiful color too. It's not red like fire engine red. It's really a warm red. It's a really pretty, pretty golden red. I think you can kind of see that pretty golden red color. So there is the red. So whichever color is calling your name, with now 1,100 out the door. Look at how pretty these two colors are together too. So if you like the idea of trying a couple of these at this price, I understand. This is a day if you want to get more than one. Maybe if you have a couple daughters, you want to get each a diamond ring for their birthday and tuck it away till their birthday. I mean, why not? Take advantage of that event price. To get a half carat. I have to remind you one more time, not a quarter carat, not 33 points, not 15 points. This is 50 points. 100 points is a carat. 50 points, that's a full half carat of genuine, beautiful, brilliant cut diamonds. Each diamond is cut by hand. Each diamond has 58 full facets. That's a full cut stone. And each is just so pretty in its presentation. And there's something about that double row that just looks so good, and it looks so just stunning on the finger. So it does appear these are all going to go here. 1,200 gone. Do we have all the colors still, Rock? 1,200 gone, but we're down to fewer than 100 now in each color choice. And I think we still have all the sizes. That is the best news, is we still have your size. We go all the way up to size 11 on this one. So whether it's a gift, whether it's a treat for you, if you have a birthday coming up, I always try to treat myself to something for my birthday, right? It's fun to get yourself a little birthday treat. So if you have a birthday coming up, or maybe you had a birthday earlier in the year and you didn't get yourself a little birthday present, you didn't find that one thing that was calling your name, well, hopefully this is. Because I do know this, if you order it, you'll wear it. This is like buying a great pair of blue jeans. This is like buying that thing that you just go back to over and over and over and over again. You heard Rebecca calling earlier. She bought herself a beautiful diamond ring for her birthday. Why not? I mean, we should be celebrating us. That's what beautiful jewelry is all about. Every woman deserves to feel beautiful when she's wearing gorgeous jewelry. I wish every woman could enjoy the splendor of having beautiful, fancy diamonds in her wardrobe, because they do make you feel special and they make you feel beautiful, and I would love that feeling for every one of you. All right, these will sell out. Hold on. So the blue is gone. We have red, champagne black, last calls going out across the board.